Today's or this morning's session of coffee time is you can't make a whore a housewife. That's what we're going to be talking about. You can't make a whore a housewife. We've got a lot to cover. If you've been with us the last 4 days, we've uncovered some amazing truths. That's not going to stop us this morning from continuing down the same path, understanding the mind of a man and a woman when iniquity grows. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to invite somebody to share. Tell them it's about to go down. It's coffee time. Let's get it. Don't you go nowhere. Stay right there.
Coffee time. Yeah, this ain't your average cup of joe. Listen, I need it in the morning, I need it at night. He always keeps it brewing, he always keeps it tight. Just a little sip, it'll get you right. Terrence Pickett always be the one that gets the coffee right. The coffee's right, the coffee's right in my life. It's never a wrong time over crime to get what's yours and to get what's mine. Come on. Coffee time in my life. Coffee time feels so right. I need a little sugar, put it in my cup. Can you stir it, Terrence? Let me know what's up. And at the end of the show, you can brew another pot. Just make sure you make it hot. Come on.
Good morning, everybody. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to invite somebody, share. It's about to go down. I want to first start off by thanking our wonderful partners, our supporters. Because of you, we've been able to do some amazing things. We are currently, we're going to a back support. When I say back support, that means we're going to take all the resources that we have, the information, the knowledge, as well as the equipment. And there are 2 more shows that we're getting ready to launch with 2 amazing voices. One, of course, is my cousin, sister. She's an attorney at law, one of the baddest there is. She's going to be joining me on Coffee Time, and we're launching her own thing as well. We're going to be doing some stuff together, of course. We're going to be doing some stuff apart. There's somebody else that we're doing the same thing for. So your support, your financial support, your contributions are helping us get the word out by multiplying. People of like-minded, like heart, all of them are kingdom people, but they have a very unorthodox approach as to who we're supposed to be in life. It's not a religious approach, and for that I'm grateful. And can't do that without you. So I want to take the time to thank you this morning. I need you to do me a favor too. Invite somebody, share, tell them we're on. It's about to go down. I'm really excited this morning. So let me say too that I've gotten a number of phone calls on how, man, the perspective of people that have been unfaithful has changed in the eyes of, I kid you not, I spoke with about 5 or 6 people yesterday that told me directly, hey man, this little series you're doing has really changed my perspective. And day before yesterday, about 10, the fellas are talking, women are talking as well, and we're from the sounds of it, from the looks of things, we're able to help more people just clear the perspective. So let me say first and foremost, this situation with Derrick Jackson, I can't wait to dig in that. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm doing a special show just to dig into that situation because there are so many things involved with that situation that is not being talked about, is not being exposed. In addition to that, we are doing a coffee time after dark. Now, let me tell you about the coffee time after dark. If you can't handle the content, then you don't need to come. Coffee time after dark is a one night workshop. It's going to be on a Friday night. There is a virtual fee that you're going to have to pay to see that. It's pay-per-view. But we're going to be talking about oral sex. We're going to be talking about sex, masturbation. There are some people who believe, why do I need a partner when I can please myself? And we're going to talk about the psychological effect that it has on the mind. Now, for those of you that think you know where I'm going with this, I promise you don't. I'm going to throw this out there. Did you not know that scientists and psychologists have both said that masturbation is good for your mind? We've got facts and we've got the word, and we have a balance to give you both. So you need to make sure you're a part of that coffee time after dark. All right, so let's dive in. You need to encourage your girlfriends. I was speaking to someone yesterday who told me, she said, this series that you're doing, it's amazing. She said, I sent it to 20 people. And let me tell you why it warmed my heart. It warmed my heart because it says to me, hey, we're actually making a difference. That people are getting something out of this. And we're not just wasting our time flapping our lip talking about our opinions, but we're actually getting into some things that is causing people to see what this stuff really is all about. And I'm grateful for that. My mama even commented. My mama told me I did a good job. Ooh, woohoo! That's amazing. So let's dig in this morning. We've been talking about how infidelity, being unfaithful. Before I do that, let me greet the people that are on. How rude of me, right? Let me do that. Right. Okay. People that have been unfaithful. So, for those of you that are logged in from YouTube, you rock. For those of you that do not have a YouTube channel, please get a YouTube channel, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell so you'll know when we go live. YouTube pays us, Facebook does not. We're thankful for the platform that Facebook has given us. And what we're getting ready to do is we're moving everything to YouTube, and we're going to put clips of what we talked about on Facebook. But make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's Terrence Pickett's Coffee Time. If you have a YouTube channel now, why don't you join me on YouTube? I so greatly appreciate you. Tanyita Stacy, good morning. Tina White McPherson, good morning. Angelia Denise Holcomb Pickens. I'm still Apostle, Lord and King. Pickens. Good morning. Tanya Thomas, good morning. Dana Nisi, good morning. LaQuinta Demas, good morning, lady. Good to see you. Michelle Byers, good to see you. Good morning. You still did not give the fee amount. It's going to be $19.99. $19.99. I've got some specialists. I've got some stuff I got to unpack. And it's a 3-part, and we'll work something out in terms of the price. That's what we're working on now. It's a 3-part series. It's not just one night. It's 3 nights. But we've got to spread them out because of schedule. That's what we're working on now. Pretty Black, good morning. Dewan McIntyre, good morning. Teresa Bryant, good morning. Thanks for sharing the link, Teresa. Dewan, thanks for joining from YouTube. Renice Diamond, right? What it is, shawty. Piggyville in the house. Sunshine 1113, good morning. Tanyita Stacy went from Facebook to YouTube. Ow, ow, ow. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. All right, Eunice Poole, good morning to you. All right. So we started out, and let me just kind of, I don't want to go back, but let me start by saying the Garden of Eden. So for you church people, you saved people that's done gave God your heart, I've got to speak it where you understand it. Hey, my hood family is on. Got some people who don't believe in God. They don't believe in your Bible either. No, I know that's a turn off to some of you because you've not learned how to love. Miss Renika, you on both? That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Rhonda Oliver, good morning. You got to love people regardless of how they believe. And if you are as saved as you say you are, Angelia Pickens switched to YouTube. Thank you, sweetheart. If you're saved as you say you are, it shouldn't matter what a person believes in order for you to love them. Nicole S., good morning. Black Curry. Pretty Black is on YouTube now. Thank you so much. So for you Christians, for those that believe in the Bible, I want you to know that the Garden of Eden is a physical place, but it's also a spiritual place. The word Eden literally means presence of God. It means opening. It means door. There was an opening. There was a door for the presence of God. That was Eden, but it landed in a physical garden. So there are two things going on when the scriptures are talking about the Garden of Eden. The reason they can't find the Garden of Eden anymore, it was a portal, it was an opening, it was a door of the presence of God. They can't find it. They've looked everywhere. They have the vicinity where it should have been based on the traces of the first human's remains. But there's some descriptions as it relates to Eden they cannot find. So it was a natural place. It was a natural garden that housed the presence of God. The tree of knowledge was not a natural tree. It was a perspective. I don't have time to get into it now. So their ideologies, Adam and Eve, was created in the perspective of God, but God gave them a will. Inside of that will, you can't have will without having choice. You can't have a choice unless there's something to choose. There's a scripture that says, with the mind we serve the Lord. So everything that is done, everything that God does, he does through the garden of your mind. Your body follows your mind. All right. When they chose to eat off the tree of knowledge, their eyes were open. Sin entered the world. Sin threw the equilibrium of the universe off. So where the lion and the lamb used to lie together, now the lion is chasing the lamb because sin threw it out of balance. The balance of a man, of a woman, is in your ear. It's your hearing and understanding that gives you balance. That's anatomy. Your physical body, what keeps your physical body in balance when you walk, when you stand, when you sit, is your eardrum. It controls your equilibrium. That's natural and in spirit. Your eardrum is the compartment of the ear that processes hearing, processes understanding. So what you hear, what you understand is in your ear. All right. Well, the human body has a soul. It has a spirit. And what keeps the spirit as well as the soul and the body in balance is understanding. Minimal understanding, minimum balance. Great understanding, great balance. So the balance of a man is thrown off when there is a lack of understanding, or when the understanding has been perverted, has been twisted. Pervert, perv, that means twist. It means crooked. It's off. It's not in harmony. It's off balance. So when a person does not have understanding, they do not have balance. The reason a man and woman, once you start cheating and stepping out, you can't stop, because stepping out of harmony with the one that you're with, the one that you become one mind with, when you step out of that one mind, you create another mind, and that mind that you created outweighs the mind that you're in covenant with. Now you're out of balance. And because you are out of balance, you can't stop whoring around. You can't stop stepping out. So in order to get that person back in harmony, back in covenant with the one that they are with, they have to cut off what's causing them to come out of balance. Now, the removing of the thing that causes them to flow or operate out of balance comes through understanding. This is why, prison reform is such a major topic right now. When we put these men, women in cages, there's no reform of mind. There's no changing of the mind. There's no information that is available to cause them to change the iniquity, which is the inner wickedness that is the root that caused them to activate corrupt fruit. So until there's more understanding, there will never be healing, or a person will never be delivered. And this is why one scripture says that humanity perishes, falls, they're divided, they're separated, they're dying because of a lack of knowledge, a lack of understanding. Now, you need to understand there's a difference between knowledge and understanding. Knowledge is the information. Understanding is the ability to process the information that you've been given. So when a person has knowledge, understanding is tied to it. So when the scripture says, my people perish because of a lack of knowledge, a lack of understanding, there is a disconnect between what you know and what you can do based on knowing the thing that you know growing in you. Whatever has taken root in you produces the fruit of who you are. You are not what you think alone. You're not. And I know the scripture says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And it's talking about the process of thought that you've accumulated over your life has made you who you are now. The reason I say you're not completely what you think is a lot of us think well, and we are walking through a progressive stage of getting better. So our intentions are well, but you are from a natural perspective what you do. Now, when you start mixing faith in, then you are what you believe. But what you believe has to manifest from idea to action. Well, the stage in between the idea and the action, that progressive stage, that middle part, faith says, I'm already what I believe, even if my actions don't align. However, in the natural, when people see you, they see what you do. They don't see your faith, because faith is also perspective. So when a man or woman steps out on the one that they're in covenant with, they create another mind, another idea, another sense of thinking. And this is where the Bible comes back and echoes: a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. This person that has stepped out of covenant with the one that they're with, their mind, the two becomes one. That's why the woman takes the man's name. She's identified with the man. And that's one of the reasons all of my topics except this morning deals with that man. Because the man is the foundation of the family. The man is who God started his idea with. And that man was supposed to take God's idea and instill it in the woman. Men cheat because it's in the nature. A woman cheats because she's been violated. Now there are exceptions to every rule. There are exceptions to every rule. But I'm telling you, it's in a man's nature. All throughout the Bible, you never saw them apostles, prophets with one wife. They had more than one. And I know I'm going to raise some stuff up, but that's why I'm here. They had more than one. God even told David, he said when David took Bathsheba, David was gangster, took that man girl and had him killed. When the prophet Nathan came to deal with David based on his sin, God through the prophet say, now, if you wanted that woman, don't you know I would have gave her to you? Well, David already had wives and side pieces. And God is saying he's going to give him another one. It was the culture of the day. In our culture, if you believe you can have more than one, you better live in a state or a country that allows it. And then the one that you're with has to be in harmony with it. If they're not in harmony with it, don't you dare try it. Because when you hook up with one, you're supposed to be faithful and loyal to the one you hooked up with. Don't nobody want to share you. And you pull that stuff out the Bible about they had more than one all you want. You better not tell that to a black woman. Maybe some of the white girls are, they'll go along with it. Not in America, bro. No, here, bruh. Not in America. Can the sister say something to me? You know I'm telling the truth. You better get them. So, Sean Brooks, good morning. Big Steve, good morning, my bro. Cassandra Williams Davis, good morning. Nick and Nicole Mitchell, good morning. Welcome all of you that are here. So, when a man steps out of the oneness with the woman, when he steps out of the oneness, Stephanie Henry Johnson, good to see you. Good morning. Tasha Renee, good morning. When he steps out of harmony with that one, he creates another mind, another sense of thought, another idea that does not flow in harmony or on the same frequency with the one. That's why he go to hiding. Jokers got burner phones. Oh, Pickett, don't tell on them. You got to, Doc. You got to help these folks. Got burner phones, Google Voice numbers, and they disconnected and they hide the burner phone. Check up under the seat of the car. Check in the attic. Joker got a locker somewhere. Cheating requires you to be creative. If you don't want to be caught. So this other mind that this person has created has caused them to be out of balance with the one that they're supposed to have one mind. And being that they are out of balance with the one that they're supposed to be one with, they create another mind, another idea, another thing to entertain, and a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So I promise you, if he's cheating, his money is off. If you trace the receipts are the pebbles that will lead you to the waterfall where he's drinking. Now you need to check out the video from last night. When I start talking about the passcodes and all of that, there's a different point that I need to make this morning. So he's out of balance. Now here's what happens when a man is out of balance. So you take a man who's out of balance. He done went and got him a little side piece, got him a little whore on the side. Now he's out of balance. If he's out of balance, everything that he does is going to be crooked, perverted. So when a man steps out and he has this other mind, this other idea, his actions change. Now I'm leading into, you can't make a whore a housewife. That's where I'm going. But there's some things I've gotta drop first. His actions change. His desires change. The reason that the change exists is he's no longer in balance. He's not in harmony. You're not on the same frequency. So when you confront him, he's going to get mad and walk away, get mad, blow up, get mad, act the fool, or he's going to leave, or he's going to shut down, or he's going to act like he don't have time for that tonight, or he's been through too much. He's going to play the victim. He's going to pull the victim card, but the ideology behind him playing the victim is to get you off of where you throwing that light. Your light is shining on the perverseness of his soul. So he's got to try to use reverse psychology to get you off of that. It's a hot spot. So the man is now out of balance, right? Everything that he does is off balance. Everything that he chooses is off balance, because you cannot be off balance and choose straight. This is how I know when people lying. Just lie, 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 lie. When you're out of balance, something is off in the mind. The mind has been distorted from its original place of truth. Whenever a lie is introduced, it causes imbalance. So my specs. God bless the man that created this stuff so we could see. If they are cracked, then my seeing and the way that I view things is going to be broken. And the only reason it's broken is my lenses, what I'm seeing through, it's not whole. So you can't be broken and choose something whole. You can't be out of balance and choose something straight. So the choices that a man that does not have balance make are going to always be off. You want to find out what's going on? Look at his decision making. And to the degree of his perverseness, that's going to tell you the degree of balance where he's off. Joker start miscounting money, starts forgetting to pay bills, starts forgetting to pick up the kids, because he doesn't have all of his mind. He took up a piece of his mind and started a new idea. So now everything that he chooses is off. It's out of balance. He'll misbalance the funds, the mortgage. His time is out of balance. You ask, well, where you been? Well, we went, who is we? He starts saying, me and my brother went to call his brother. It's so many lies that goes around cheating. And it's because, again, when you are together, the hearts have been knitted, the hearts are one, and you start chasing another idea, now you have two hearts. You got two minds. You have two different ideas, two different agendas. And because there's a second agenda, until this person train their soul how to lie and do it well, they're going to be out of balance. Even after they train their soul to lie, feel like I'm choking. Even after they train their soul to lie, they're still going to be out of balance. They're going to be off. Because when you're off balance, you make decisions that are imbalanced. So now the man is off balance. We talked about this the other day. This is not in every case, but there are exceptions to every rule, but I'm telling you, for the most part, I'm telling you, when he begins to hook up with the side piece, she gonna be my wife. I'm in love with her and she treats me right and she does this the side piece. Well, the same iniquity in him that caused him to step out of oneness with the one that he's with, that double-mindedness has an energy connected to it. And the energy that is connected to that imbalanced state of mind, that crooked idea, the energy that is connected to that crooked idea is attractive to the same mindset, like-minded individual. So when he's off balance, he chooses something off balance, and the person of his choice receives him off balance because the same iniquity is in them. The same double-mindedness is in them. And that same energy or spirit that is connected to them being off balance is in the woman of his choice. He chooses her off balance. She receives him. She's off balance. So you have two off balance people trying to live a balanced life. Now, the woman that he chooses, she's off. I want to read this. It's crazy. So I've been on this for 3 days, right? And there are some scriptures that I've looked at in Proverbs that you don't have to exegete them. They say exactly what they mean and they mean what they say. And yesterday, I'm having a conversation with one of my bros. And he says to me, yeah, man, one of my wife's friends, they've been cool, but she ain't never, y'all know how it is. My bros, they're my bros. Their wives are my sisters by reason of connecting with my bro. But if I'm honest, if they would have split up, that's still my bro. And I have to embrace my next sister if they remarry. All right. So his wife had a friend, and his wife helped that friend in so many different ways and just kind of mentored her, was there for her, was a sister to her, big sister at times, coach at other times, life support at other times. But he didn't have a relationship with the girl. He knew her by and through his wife. And she hit him up in his inbox. They hadn't talked in years. She hadn't talked to the wife in years. What she didn't know is the wife has all of his passcodes, because this bro that I'm talking about is loyal to his wife. Wife is loyal to him. So you're not going to get in their inbox, either one of them, and the other one doesn't see it. So she's hit him 2-3 times up in the inbox. He finally checks her. Every time she hits him up, he tells her, hey, had you talked to my wife? Yeah, let me ask my wife. He throws his wife out there to make her a part of the conversation. She never hits the wife up. She goes straight to the husband. That's the example of a whore. You overlook your friend. You communicate to her man. and you phrase your words so guilt can't be seen on the surface. But the reason you're still dangerous is we see the act behind your actions. Now, if it was really innocent, because when he called her out, he eventually called out, hey, I don't talk to women outside my wife. My wife is your friend. I've never been your friend. And I don't understand why you in my inbox and you're not communicating to my wife. Now, when he calls her out, she goes crying innocent. Oh, I would never do that. Please don't think that about me. Well, ho, what you hit him up for? You're dangerous. And the reason you're dangerous, you bypass your friend to start a conversation. I don't care what the conversation could have been about. Hey, the sky is falling. Tell it to my wife. She'll let me know. So the actions of a thought, of a whore, of a side piece mirrors that of an unfaithful man. And they attract each other. Again, there are exceptions to the rule. It's nothing worse than a toothless whore. You're a whore, girl, and you're missing a tooth. What you doing? What have you been chewing on that all the sides of your teeth are out? I know what you've been chewing on. You've been chewing on the brick of deception, and your body's breaking down. You no good tramp, you. Jesus loves you, but he hates your actions, you whore. So the whoredom that is in that woman is in that man. That's why they attract each other. Heck you doing in that man inbox? And you know he got a whole wife. That's why you're growing a mustache. Because your body was made in truth. And when you start operating in deceit, you throw the body in reverse. So now you got lumps, cysts, you got all kind of health problems. And there's an exception to every rule. It's not the same with everybody. But I'm just saying, and you know what? Your stuff stink. Yeah, I said it. You got a mustache and your pearls smell like mullet, flounder. Your pearls smell like catfish. And no matter how many times you wash that stuff, it ain't gonna smell right. You got a stench. There's a stench in your underclothes, girl, because you're leaking. And the poison of your will is dripping to your body. And now everywhere you go, you smell like a whole fish factory. You smell like a bunch of boiled scallops, fried Rottweiler lips. You smell like the little baby penis of a pig. Your smell, you got a stench. You stink. Smell so bad even a douche can't cleanse you. Come on, come on back in, Pickett. You were doing good, sir. Now you hadn't done this all week. Why do you want to start this now? Well, cause I'm sick of these trifling hoes. But Pickett, the reason you having this conversation is you're shedding light on things. So don't do them like that. Can I say one more? No, boy. Move on. These people are waiting. Don't disrespect their time. Move on. I'm going to just do one more. And then you smell like feet, fungus, and Fritos. You nasty. All right. So the iniquity in them both becomes like magnets. Their energy and spirit draw them together. Now, Proverbs. Yeah, I got some more in me. I'm trying to tell you. You don't even have a mustache. You got whispers. You do. You do. All right. Okay. So you to say stop, you have said, all right, okay. I just needed somebody to confirm that with me. And I'm so amazed because normally, how you got a mustache and you ain't got no edges? It's like your body is confused. You need to take the hair off your lip and put it on. All right. So the iniquity, the spirit, the energy in them both now finds each other. And now they in love. Two imbalanced people in love. And they stink because he smell like, you know, there's a purity that comes with being whole. Like, you smell better. Your breath smell like trash. Breath smell like wet garbage. I mean, what you been sucking on? Breath smell like fish sticks. What are you doing? Girl, your edges are naked. And your lip is well clothed. Around here looking like man boy. All right. There's a scripture that I want to submit for your so the scripture is, it's Proverbs 23:28. When my bro was telling me about it yesterday, it's Proverbs 23:28. It says, I'm going to read the King James. It says, she also lieth in wait as for a prey, Prey, and increaseth the transgressors amongst men. Let me read the international, the NIV. It says, like a bandit, she lies in wait and multiplies the unfaithful among men. So there are women who have something's going off with them. I'm not sure what, but mouth smell like poodle butt. Poodles. Creek. Mouth breath smell like. All right. Erica McIntosh. What up, lady? Good to see you. So, Proverbs 23:28. This woman, she's off. Something has gone wrong. This woman's been violated. Something's off. But the same iniquity that's in the man that cheats is in the woman that receives the cheater. They're working on the same frequency, off of the same dial. He's the TV, she's the remote. She knows exactly what to do to turn him on. Because an unfaithful man will open his antenna up to anything. And she waits. She skipped over the woman that she knows he's with to try and find occasion with that man. Let me tell you what most of these skanks want. Most of them. It's not even, because they prey, Prey, on single people too. It's not that they want a sexual experience necessarily. Some of them do. Some of them do. But it's to discredit them and to be able to say in the streets, see, child, he ain't nothing. It's to destroy his credibility, his mentality. It's to make him look worse than how she feels. A whorish woman, she preys on the man. And she banks on this man being trifling like her, that he would entertain a conversation with her without telling his wife. Listen, brothers and sisters, the person you're with, Your significant other is the gate. Gates keep things in and keep things out. Nothing should be going on with you and an opposite, you and another female or another male, you and the opposite sex, and you don't tell the one that you're with. Listen to this. I can't wait till I get to the part where I start talking about the sister that slept with her husband, the sister that slept with her brother-in-law. I got some stuff I want to unpack on that. If I'm in a relationship, I'm married or I'm in a relationship, and a woman is hitting on me, it becomes my responsibility. Hey, babe, you see this hoe? You don't have to call. We need to start calling them what they are. You know, she's hit me up in my inbox. Babe, your sister came by here today with some real short shorts on. She came in the house. I didn't see her, but she was dressed very inappropriately. And I'm trying to figure out why is she walking around the house. You're not here like that. Or even if you are here, why is she walking around like that, babe? Don't tell me I've got 5 sisters, a daughter, a bunch of aunts, a mama. Don't tell me women don't know what they have on. Use a lie. I done seen them. Listen, show you what my sisters do. They get in the mirror, put on their clothes, and then they do this. You see it. They look at every part of their being. They look at their ankles, their toenails, their hangnails, their hair. If they got a roll or a goatee on the back of their neck, they looking at everything. They making sure everything is plush, polished, and in order. Oh, putting makeup. Listen, you look yourself over and you know you do. So don't tell me you don't put on some shorts that could be interpreted as enticing. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. You know, I wasn't even thinking. You a lie. You a lie, you trifling tramp. You a lie. You's a hoe. I used to ask myself, what are y'all looking at? Why are you looking at your back? Well, we want to make sure everything. And then they take that perfume and spray it everywhere. So don't tell me there wasn't intentions behind your dress code. This is the mindset of a trifling tramp whore. That's old school right there. When old school serious, they ball their lips up. What did you hear what I? Y'all know I'm telling the truth. We be in church cutting up. And my mama look at me. Sit down. We knew what that meant. She's a hoe. And her coochie stink. You know, you have March Madness, Mullet Madness. Got mold growing in your underclothes. This is the mindset. And this is what he's about to marry. But the reason he's going to marry her is all of that guile and stank stuff and imbalanced perception that she has. It matches the mess that in him. They two fish and they deserve each other. And whenever you put two fish together, they have fish eggs. Churn coming out. Stink. Did you smell that, little boy? Boy, you too young to smell. What is going on? All in daycare and the teachers trying. Why he smell like that? Because his mammy stink. Yeah. His mammy. His mammy stink. Mammy smell like she live in Trout River. Breath smell like hog mog and chitlins. You know I'm telling the truth. So it's the mindset, folk. So now they get married, they living together, and they're so in love with each other. They so in love. But if that foundation is still off, they're going to start. I don't care how much love they show y'all on social media. I don't care what they say. Principle does not lie. Fruit don't lie. Fruit don't lie. He going to cheat again, and so is she. You do know you have thoughts that marry each other. And I know thoughts is generally referred to as the fallen daughters in Zion. But you got some men thoughts out here. You do. And then they get married. Let me tell you what's going to happen in that marriage. They'll never be able to trust each other because how they found each other was built off of broken principle. They'll never trust each other. I don't care what they say. Y'all, here's what we do. We follow people on Instagram and social media and we think that's their real life. It's not. Nobody's posting their failures and how musty they are. Women who cheat have musty mouths. Your lips just funky. Breath smell like a locker room. Smell like an old church pew. You stink. And then you trust to have your little crusty tail in somebody's DM. Now going back to that. That house is going to be off until what's in them is corrected. It's what's in you that defines who you are. If you don't deal with the stuff that's in you, weeds begin to grow in you and they'll choke the life that's in you as well. Now you know why people smell like that. They violated principle. It ain't that. That body is in reverse. They mouth smell like they behind. Ooh. So when you meet people in the dating stage, what you really need to be investigating is how well do they operate in truth. Even if they're broken, if they're true about their brokenness, that is a sign that they're trying to get help. Because only darkness hides. If they tell you what their problem is, they're upfront. I'm not talking about his game. Now, are you trying to get help? How? Listen, this dating stuff, boy, I can't wait. Let me see if I can read. I can't wait to show y'all an excerpt from my book on dating. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Some of these women smell so bad. You need to take a bath in vodka. Let it burn your ins. You need a Patron baptism. You do. You do. You need to be connected to an IV that got bleach in it to cleanse you out. You're hot. You're terrible. You smell bad. So the dating stage, you need to be having, and I talk about this in the book, the objective of dating. Why date? What's the real purpose of dating? If you sleep with everybody you date, you stink. You do. Your stuff is just terrible. And boy, you leaking. You can't hold your slime coming out of you. All right. I can't wait to get this book out. I'm almost done. So here's the real deal. I finished the book, and when I read through it, and I finished the book in about 6 months. But when I read through it, there was some stuff that I took out, some stuff that I wanted to add. I'm almost through. You need to be shot with a Listerine dart. All right. I think I got it out now. But in the dating stage, there's a purpose for dating. It really is. It really is. There's a purpose for it. You need to get to know the mind of a person. You need to see that person in different settings. Dinner and a movie, that's not going to help you get to know their mind. You're being entertained. We don't need to be entertained. I can be entertained. I got a TV and a cell phone. I'd be entertained. I need to get somewhere so I can get to know how you think. How do you respond? What are your characteristics? Your characteristics paints your character. I need to make sure in a tight situation, you're going to walk in truth. You marry a liar, you see him lying, and you say, why you lie so much? But you still with him. So it makes you a liar. And most relationships, listen to me carefully, are chosen through the brokenness of our mindsets. We choose people through our brokenness. And we get with them and think we're going to have something whole. You need to know where they're weak. You do. You need to know their weaknesses. You need to know their strengths. You need to know if there are insecurities. You need to know the root cause of them. How are you going to build each other and you don't know each other? How are you going to make them better and you don't know their weakness? You need a bath. You need a bath is what you need. Let me help y'all out. This is off the beaten path. Do not use natural deodorant. Boy, listen, I call myself going healthy. I use that natural deodorant. And listen, the thing that I found up under my left arm pit, I was like, what is that smell? I kept smelling it. And I kept doing this every time. And I didn't smell it. I didn't know it was me till I got in the car, took my jacket off, and I did like, When I got to that one, listen here, it was almost like I got hit with lethal injection. This thing, it about made me pass out. I went to the store. Hey, I don't want no more natural deodorant. Give me some deodorant that got some iron in it. Give me some, yeah, I know it's poison. Just give me that poison. Bring it here. But no, real talk. Check it out. Real talk. You generally choose people where you are, not who you're becoming. So you've got to make sure that you're choosing through the wholeness of you and not through the brokenness of you. Any man that chooses a whore to be his housewife, he no longer has a house. He has a pad for whores to dwell, because she may not be outside, but her mindset and his mindset are poisonous to anybody they link up with. Now, I'm going to open this up. But, hey, listen, y'all. I'm going to show you some stuff. I got some stuff. So, I went out and got this mixer board, right? Mixer board. We've got new cameras, and we're changing our setup because I'm going to start taking calls. It's going to be calling. People going to call all over, and I'm going to deal with their issues live. Oh, yeah. I got some new stuff. We changing call the time. I heard. I see it. I know what we need to do here. Oh, yeah. Anybody have any questions? Anybody see that gray coming in? It's a patch of it right here. I don't dye it. I'm gonna leave it just like it is. Need to shave, trim. I'm gonna get it right today. Listen to me. Mindset is everything. Mindset is everything. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I listen. Black women, you're at a disadvantage. Let me tell you why. African Americans are only 17% of the population in the United States. 17% is African Americans. Only 7% are men. Men are 7%. Black men are 7% of the United States population. Of the 7%, 85% of all prisons are filled with black and brown men. 85. So out of 7, 85. There's only 2 to 3% of black men that are free. Of that 2-3%, 1% is either down low or same sex. You got 1% left. What you gonna do about that? You better take who God send you. I don't care what color they are, because you waiting for a black man. You better get what God send you. If they fear God, they're loving you correctly, they're leading you right, they're protecting you, you better go with it. I don't care if they blue. If it's a Smurf, got a job, make you feel good and make you happy, don't apologize to people. You don't owe nobody nothing. I'm a marrying my race. Okay, keep waiting. I guess you're going to be waiting till he get out of jail. Any questions? When do you want the payment for the After Dark session? So here's the deal. They're setting it up. I looked at it yesterday. They're setting it up. It's going to be something we do through Facebook, but there's a link that they're setting up. And I'll give you that information when we get closer to the day. It's not going to be a long time. We're looking at it about 2 or 3 weeks when we're going to start that. So, hey, thank you for your love and your support. Thank you for your love and your support. It's getting better and better. Coffee Time about to go worldwide. We're already in, I think, 20 countries, believe it or not. I'm going to read the stats. I'm going to read the stats to y'all next week to tell you, to show you. It's catching a fire. It's not as moving as fast as I want. We're still with Sony. We still have our platforms here. We're going back on network TV. I just think it's time to pull the gloves off, and there are a lot of things that we need to deal with head on. We don't need to sanitize it. We need to be straight and talk. We're adults. Because here's the issue. Many of us are failing because of the wrong mindset. Our thinking has to be challenged in order for us to grow. And there are a lot of things we need to put our mind on. So, the new Coffee Time is coming, and man, listen. So there's a certain kind of phone line that we're using. It should be in Saturday, tomorrow. I can't wait. And we're doing, so we have Coffee Time, which is our morning show. We have Encounter, that's straight Bible. That's on Sundays and Thursdays. TP Live is anytime I go live outside of the morning and outside of Sunday. That's TP Live. But what we're getting ready to do, we're getting ready to take TP Live, and that's going to be our Coffee Time After Dark. There are going to be 2 Coffee Time shows. There'll be one in the morning that deals with everyday life. That Coffee Time After Dark. We need to talk about some stuff. Song of Solomon had a lot to talk about. It's adults only. So I'm looking forward to it. We're going to take calls. We did a run through, and we got a call from out of town, and here's what the lady asks. She says, we've been married for over 20 years. We've built several successful businesses. And I found out that my husband was sleeping with my daughter, which is his stepdaughter. Now, listen, when they got married, the stepdaughter was about 17, so she was almost grown. I'm not justifying it because it's sick. Okay, how you look at it. But she was 17. They started something when the stepdaughter was about 21. And it's been going on for 7 or 8 years. And she called in and wanted Pickett's advice. I want to tell her so bad, girl, run! Get your hat, your coat. But it's different when assets are involved. They're multimillionaires. So as sick as the act is, as wrong as the act is, she has to be strategic and careful in her actions because what's connected to it. It's not just about heart when you get to a certain level. I can't wait to share that conversation. It's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Can you imagine that? Sleeping with your wife's daughter? The daughter had a baby, and they're not sure who the daddy is. It's either, listen, the daughter's boyfriend or the daughter's stepdaddy. These are the sick things that are happening in our world while y'all around here playing church, doing money lies and false prophecies, and licking each other behind the scenes. We got to deal with this stuff. We got to help people. Somebody's got to be a serious voice to tell people the truth. So I need your prayers. I do. I need your prayers. And I need your support. I need you to tell other people about the show. I need you to support us financially. Listen to me. Let me tell you what it costs, what our monthly budget is right now. This is what there's a certain software, there's a certain camera that we have to have. When we present these shows to network TV, they have to be in a certain format. So when we look at the studio, the lights, the cameras, we own everything, thank the Lord. But then the monthly budget, right now, it costs us to do, even on Facebook, people don't think we have costs. There's a cost. You think this background is just free? There's a software. People ask me all the time, boy, what do you use? Like, are you using a green screen? What are you doing? No, I got processors. I got processors, and softwares that I use, and they charge me monthly. When we advertise on social media, believe it or not, our fan base has increased. I'm gonna go to YouTube. YouTube, we have about 1,200 followers, and we did that in about 8 or 9 months. Well, that came from ads, purchasing ads. So just to do the platform, you ever wondered how you get it on all these platforms at the same time? Because we're running right now on 6 or 7, 8 platforms right now. There's a monthly cost to that stuff. So we have a budget right now. The budget is it costs us about $1,800 a month. This ain't no little rinky dink out your trunk. You look at my stuff, it be right, and y'all know it. And it's because of our supporters. We have to constantly upgrade equipment. This microphone it's a real mic. You don't believe it's real? Let me scream at it. There's a mixing board that this stuff is. There are cameras. We're tying all the cameras in together to give a quality show. Because the same show we do on YouTube, we're sending that to network TV. You watching the show on Facebook gives me consent to use it everywhere. So if I call your name and it's on network TV, you don't get no royalty check. So there's a budget that we have. We meet that budget every month. We have to cut back some places to put the money other places. So I need your financial support. I'm not begging. I am asking. Support us. When a lot of people do a little people don't have to do a lot. So your contributions, your monthly support, when you're giving, hey, T, I really enjoyed it, man. I want to sow into that. We put it right back in what we do. It's not enough money for me to live off. As this guy suggested, he said, talk all that noise about you trust God, but you taking people money talking about for the furthering of the ministry. I say, boy, you don't even know how God look. You shouldn't even be carrying a conversation with me. What have you done in life? Absolutely nothing. So it takes money. God does provide. Sometimes things are tight, but he gets us through. And I'm sharing that with you so you can see there's a burden on my heart to get this stuff out. When I look at people like Kevin Samuels, they selling books and some of the stuff that's out here in these streets. And these jokers just saying anything and people are buying it. That's not us. I promise you great content, answers and solutions in a practical way. I promise you truth. I promise you authenticity. I promise you I'm not trying to paint a certain image of myself to sell tickets or books or merchandise. No, I'm truthful even about me. So I need your help. I need your financial support, and I need you to tell other people about it. Share these videos, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much for all that you've done, for supporting me through the years. Listen, I'm glad we're called to do life together. There are a lot of things in my heart. There are other platforms that I'm building for other people. I thought about this the other day. There was a girl talk show that we put together a few years ago. I want to get them back together. I really do. I don't know if it'll work, but if I can't get them together, we need to take the airways back. We need stuff that's real, logical. Don't just tell me to pray about it. I'm squirming in my bed at night because I'm sleeping alone. I got needs. I be feeling fuzzy like, hey, glory. I done said glory so much and cried. Well, you need to pray. Them cold showers don't work, and prayer and fasting don't work, because you ain't going to do that every day. And just as soon as I get off my fast, my hormones go to jumping. Hey, we here, Doc. What's up? These are things that we need to talk about. I need to talk to the brothers, man. I do. We have things that rise every morning. Sometimes they rise all day. And we need to be able to talk about it. We need to be able to talk about it. We need to talk about it. Yeah, there's a for real, like I went to Miami and I'm on the beach and I'm like, my God, my Jesus. Oh, God didn't make all that, or did he? It's troubling. Hard for single folk. And one girl, she had on a thong, and she gonna walk up to me. Hi, handsome. I say, hi, Jesus. Hi, Jesus. Because jam don't shake like that. This has got to be Jesus. It's tough. One day I want to take my DM and show it to y'all. These women, they more aggressive now. I mean, you telling me to pray. It take more than prayer. You got to get busy. It's hard for the sisters too. So there are things we need to talk about. We need to be honest about. We need to put our hands on the table. And we need wisdom, guidance, and instruction on how to deal with it. We got all these marriage conferences, and we want to talk to the married people. What about us single? They throw a single something every now and then. No, we need something every day. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. So there are different things that we're going to be dealing with. When Stacy joins me, there are going to be more discussions, broader topics. And I need your prayer as well as your support. So thank y'all. Listen, you were born to win, predestined to succeed. There's nothing that can happen to you today that the wisdom on the inside of you is not built to handle. You got to calm down, slow down. Glory. You got to let wisdom speak. When wisdom speak, you're going to always win. If I'm not the only one out here trying to get it. I'm a certified life coach now. I'm going to start webinars and stuff like that pretty soon to try and walk people through stages and processes. Because people need one-on-one help too. They do. Mentorship and So I'm excited about our future. Looks much better than it is right now. So y'all continue to support us. If you want to give, I'm going to put our Cash App on the screen right now. Your funds, I'm telling you, your financial support helps us broaden what we do and gives us the opportunity to reach more people in bigger platforms. Sponsors Coffee Time. $20, $40, $5, $10, $100, $200, $300, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, $100,000. You can give $1 million. I promise we'll put it to work. We'll put it to good use. Coffee Time also, along with Encounter, we take care of orphans, widows, and the homeless. We have an initiative where we also partnered with the Edith Marie Foundation. That is a foundation designed to help women with cancer, pay their bills, help them with chemo, partner with them. We're giving to them monthly. We're giving hundreds of dollars to that foundation. And we hope to take the hundreds that we give up to thousands. So we need your help. Thank you all right? Hey, I love y'all. Y'all have a great day. Remember to think higher, speak life. Don't go nowhere. We got to take this thing out right, y'all. Have a good weekend. Stay out of stuff. Don't get into nothing, and it won't get into you.
Coffee time, coffee time. Yeah, this ain't your average cup of joe. Listen, I need it in the morning, I need it at night. He always keeps it brewing, he always keeps it tight. Just a little sip, it'll get you right. Terrence Pickett always be the one that gets the coffee right. The coffee's right, the coffee's right in my life. It's never a wrong time over crime to get what's yours and to get what's mine. Come on. Coffee time in my life. Coffee time feels so right. I need a little sugar, put it in my cup. Can you serve it, Terrence? Let me know what's up. And at the end of the show, you can brew another pot. Just make sure you make it hot. Come on.